Today I'm going to be showing you the best moving averages for the Forex market and other markets, why they're the best and how to use them, so stay tuned. Hi guys, Paul here at Forex Trading Tips. Now what I want to talk about today is moving averages. Now why moving averages, you may ask, because like all indicators they are lagging. Isn't that correct? I mean, that's what everybody says, they're lagging, and that's right. Lagging meaning they're telling us what has already happened, right? The thing is, guys, look, yes, they are lagging, okay, but not only can they help to clarify established trends, which in itself is very helpful by making scanning for potential trades less time consuming, and you know, this is the thing, guys, more importantly, moving averages act as support and resistance, and can therefore help to clarify potential entry points, targets and stop loss placements as well as exits. Okay, now combining MAs, moving averages, with candlestick patterns creates a very powerful trading formula. So the most commonly used moving averages by far, guys, and here's the thing, I mean, this is important. You want to be watching and trading off of the same moving averages as the big money managers and professional market and forex traders all around the world are watching and using. Okay, I mean, that will help you to stay close to the main market moves. Okay, now these generally tend to be the 20 or 21 period moving average, the 50 period moving average, the 100 period moving average and the 200 period moving average. Okay, now you can use just 20 and 50, or you know, combinations of these, but these generally tend to be the main four. You know, I say the 20 or 21, you know, there's not a lot in it really, but different people use different ones. Now another question that comes up is, should I use exponential moving averages, also known as EMA, or simple moving averages, also known as SMA? Well, personally, again, this is subjective and it's entirely up to you, but personally I like to use the exponential moving averages, the EMAs, on my charts, as they react to more recent price moves than the simple moving averages do. Now, as I've said, however, this is something you can look at and choose for yourself, as it's more about sticking to a trading plan with a set of rules than anything else, to be honest. You know, it's true to say there are great traders that only use the SMAs, the simple moving averages, and likewise there are also great traders that prefer the EMAs, the exponential moving averages. Now I have a couple of variants on my charts that I'm going to share with you now, plus an extra moving average that is well known amongst professional traders. So firstly, when it comes to the 200 period moving average, I like to use both the EMA as well as the SMA. So I have two 200 period moving averages on my charts. One is the EMA, one is the SMA. And the reason I do this, guys, is because oftentimes you'll get a bounce off of either one of them, and sometimes both, particularly on the higher time frames. Okay, now in addition to this, guys, is another moving average that I like to use, and you know, other professional traders use, and it's been going around a long time, and that is what is known as the T line. And this can be anything from the 5 period moving average to the 8 and even the 9 period moving average some people use, and that is an EMA specifically, not an SMA, an EMA. I actually use the 7. I have a 7 EMA on my chart. Sometimes I use the 5 for different trades, that's another thing, but generally I use the 7 EMA for my T line. Now I'll go over this in a minute to give you some examples on the charts or some screenshots I've got on how we can use these in combination to help us to find and manage trades. Just to recap first, guys, look, this is what we've got. All EMAs on the chart, the 5 to 9, whichever you want to choose. I use the 7 as the T line, the 20 I use, the 50, the 100 and the 200 period moving averages. All EMAs, exponential moving averages. With the 200 I also have the simple moving average on my chart. Okay, so let's get to some screenshots that I prepared. And yes, I know what everybody says, it's the same thing. You know, it's very easy to look at things after the event has happened. I know that, we all know that, but this is how we learn. We go back, we back test. And I'm just giving you some ideas here to look at, see what you think. Go and have a look yourself, see if it works. Paper trade it, demo account. What I'll suggest is not a demo account, but what I'll be more inclined to suggest is a live trading account using the smallest amount that you can use per pip, 0.3, 0.2, just to dip your toe in the water. If you know you're new to this whole game, you know you can lose money very quickly. It's about probability, guys. Okay guys, as you can see, we've got the chart up here. Now look, we've got the 7, the white line, the T line, the 20, the green 20 period moving average exponential, the 100 is the blue, and I have the 50 is the gold. You can see I've got the settings, you can see them up here in the top left hand corner. Now look, this is what we're looking for. I'm on the 1 hour time frame. Now the higher the time frame, the bigger your stop loss, the greater the potential target and reward. But the longer you have to wait often for some of these trades to take place. Now what we're doing, we're trend trading. I can't see why you'd want to counter trend trade. You wouldn't swim against the current. You know, it's much easier to go with the main flow. So we're on the hourly time frame. Now look, we're looking for a move up, a pullback, and a move up above the 20, both in price and the T line. Okay, over here we don't want to be looking for a trade. We're looking for this type of thing to come up. Okay, looking for a towel, you could get in there, this type of thing, but so look, we've got doji here. We've come up above the 20. As I've said, the 20 is above the 50, the 50 is above the 100, the 100 above the 200s down here. And this is what we're looking for, a retest to come back and then a move back up. We've got a doji, that's a sign of indecision, a spinning top, almost a little bit of indecision but with greater movement upwards because it's green. And look, we're coming up. We could get in here after this doji, put your stop loss just below the lowest point of this doji and trade up until a close below the previous candle. If you look at this, look, this one here closes above this one. This one closes above the previous one. This one closes above the previous one. This one closes above the previous one, and so on. So you just stay long until you see a close below. And you could have, technically, looking at this, have left it here and then traded it all the way up to here at the top. But you know, it's very easy to look at these things once they've already happened, as I've said before. So this is the sort of thing we want to be looking for, and you close the position when you see the first close below. Obviously this is easier said than done, otherwise everybody would be making money at it, but this is how I trade and this is how I get consistent long-term profits. It's not easy, trading isn't easy, there's a lot of things that come into play, as you very well know, but this is a great system. Go and have a look at it, and I'll show you some more examples in a minute. But look, here we are, straight up off of the 20 period moving average. We've got this long tail, rejection of prices here, move up. I would wait until here to get in, but you could, you know, coming up off of the 20, as I said before, they act as support and resistance. These moving averages act as support and resistance, and there you have it right there. Look, right on the 20 period moving average, bounce up off of it and off it goes, and it doesn't come back for about 10-15 hours after. I haven't counted. So there you go. Alright, so I'm going to show you another example now. Okay, so a slightly nicer example here, guys. Same thing. It's not difficult to see. You can see where I'm coming from now. We've got the 200 SMA, the 200 EMA, the 50. the 20 again. But look at this, look, got this little area of consolidation here. It comes up, big candle, hourly time frame. This is again, guys, on the pound yen, and right above the 200 here we get this long, well, previous we've got this long tail, like dragonfly doji, whatever you want to call it, but you know, big, quite a lot of indecision in that particular hour, and we've got this trade up, down and up, rejection right off of the 200 moving average, the exponential moving average, and then it, as the T line breaks up above the 20 and the 100, where they're all coming together here, and it breaks up above the lot, and then it opens up all of these, particularly these three, the T line, the 20 and the 50, opens them right up, and we're in for a trade. If you got in here and stayed right up to the top here, because there's another entry here, isn't there, you know, it's a couple of 100 pips or so. It's easier said than done, I know. It's a lot easier said than done. It's very easy looking at these charts saying this is what we can do, we know, but this is the type of thing you want to be looking at. Okay, this is what we need to be looking at. This happens on all time frames, not just the hourly. I'll show you some more examples in a moment, but as I've said, look, right up off the 200 again here, right up off of the 50, a nice lovely sort of long bodied pin bar, if you like, not quite a pin bar, but rejection of lower prices, bang on the 50 period exponential moving average. Look at that, right on the 50 period moving average, comes up, sits on top of the 20 period moving average as the T line moves above the 20 period moving average at the same time, and then it's quite a big move, a little pullback to the 20 again, and up we go. So yeah, very nice signals and signs these. This is a great strategy to employ if you can start to see these on your chart. Here's another one, guys, and this time on the 2-minute time frame, just to show you that this takes place on every time frame, and this is actually at the New York Open. Now look at this pin bar coming right up off of the 50 period moving average on the 2-minute time frame. So you just set it up on your charts, these moving averages, and you look at them on all time frames. Here we are, as I've said, coming up off the 50, everything's fanning out. We've got a tightening up here, haven't we, of the moving averages as the T line moves up through them. Yeah, there's a little bit of a pin bar there, so you might want to go then. It's a little early though, you really want to pull back, and then a bigger green candle as you got here, and then look at this pin bar. So this is what you want to do. You want to look at this stuff, guys, yourself. Go and see if you can find these trades and have a little look. And after this, you know, we're looking at what, 38 to 20, 40, we're looking at about 40 pips, 50 pips up to here. Yeah, from here to here is about 50 pips, which took about a couple of hours. Okay, so yeah, nice trade again. That would be a good opportunity. Okay guys, look, just a quick word on money management. Don't trade with what you honestly cannot afford to lose, okay? And if you're just starting out, or you're a consistent losing trader, then drop your price per pip down to the very minimum that your platform allows you to do, such as, you know, 0.2, or you'll be lucky to get 0.2, but 0.3, 0.4 or 0.5 per pip of your particular currency, whatever country you are in. Okay, I can't emphasize that enough. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up now, guys, and I hope this has helped you, you know, giving you some insight into how I trade at least, and how you can also start to trade using these very profitable moving averages for consistent profits in what is a very difficult thing to make money at long term, as you probably well know. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down if it has or hasn't helped you in any way, this video, and consider subscribing to help us to grow. Anyway guys, take care, safe trading, and hopefully see you soon.